Good afternoon and welcome to another Midday Madness Breaks here with us at BreakTraders. We've got a loaded schedule. I think our busiest schedule to date of one of our daytime breaks. So we're going to get right to it. But first, we do have one team to auction off here in the first break. That's going to be the Dallas Cowboys. We're going to start the bidding there at $5, and it has to be in increments of $1. So if you want the Cowboys, $5, bid $5, or you can go up in increments of $1. Five from T-Man. Right now, do we have $1? I saw Nolan was asking how they could buy into some breaks, and this is one of the ways we can do that. You can bid on. We've got one team available in this break. We'll have two teams in the next, and then one team in break 1041 available. In addition, folks, you can go on and use some of these promo codes on the Donruss Elite breaks that we still have posted. I would be surprised if any of those fill today, but if they don't, they would most likely fill during tomorrow evening's show. All right, so the bidding's at $5. We're going to start the countdown. And then I'll just start because we've got a busy day. There is one team left in 1041. That's going to be the Rams, and you will be able to auction or purchase that via auction. T-Man, looks like you won right here. You know what to do. The PayPal link is in the chat. And I'm just doing one moment of house cleaning. We're getting those teams loaded, and then we'll get started. In addition, today we'll continue doing our giveaways like we normally do. For those of you that are new to BreakTraders, which it looks like we have about 50% of our first break are new customers, which is always great to see. Thank you for joining us. We'll give a keyword. You'll have 1 minute to guess the TV show, and then from there, if you don't guess it, that's fine, because by putting the keyword in the chat, you'll be entered to win. And speaking of winning, let's get started. This is break 1038, the 2021 Donruss Elite One Box Pick Your Team. Lots of packs in this one, but just 5 cards per pack. We have Devontae Adams from Green Bay, Sam Darnold of Carolina, and right off the bat, we have Quincy Roche of the Pittsburgh Steelers RC, and that's going to be going to Steven. Then we have a Josh Allen of the Buffalo Bills and Alvin Kamara of the New Orleans Saints. No worries, T-Man. Alrighty, we have Justin Herbert of the Chargers, Matt Ryan of the Falcons, followed by a rookie on deck, and that is Rashad Bateman of the Baltimore Ravens, and that is going to Dan. I love these rookie on deck cards. They're certainly some of my favorite out of this Donruss Elite. Then we have Drew Brees of the Saints and Jerry Rice of the 49ers. Justin Jefferson of the Vikings, followed by Taylor Heineke of the Washington Football Team. And then we've got Dwayne Eskridge of the Seattle Seahawks. And that is going to be going to Timothy. Welcome to Break Traders, Timothy. Thanks for joining us. Then we have Jonathan Taylor of the Colts and TJ Watt of the Steelers. And if you're one of the many new members of Break Traders and participating in Break, you can always go to our website, BreakTraders.com, and use promo code NEWBT for 20% off your first purchase. In addition, we're always running discounts and promos. You'll see the 2 breaks that we're running after the eBay breaks tonight, the break 559 and 893, those were in the red zone today, so I gave 20% off to anyone who wanted to fill those ones, and they got filled and are ready to rock. We got Brandon Cooks of the Texans, Nick Bosa of San Francisco, Micah Parsons of Dallas, the Dallas Cowboys, going to T-Man, followed by Zeke Elliott of the Cowboys and Lamar Jackson of the Baltimore Ravens. Patty Mahomes of the Chiefs, followed by Joe Montana of San Francisco. And then we're going to have a nice low number right here, and that is Chris Evans of the Bengals. And that is a 7 out of 10 of the Cincinnati Bengals going to Ryan. Followed up by Aaron Darnold of the Rams, and Devin White of the Buccaneers. We've got to be close to a case hit in this Donruss Elite. We've definitely opened almost 12 boxes. Granted, I'm not sure where the case ones that came out of the sealed case fell in there, but Aaron Rodgers of the Packers, Jamal Adams of the Seahawks. Then out of 99, it's Amon-Ra St. Brown of the Detroit Lions, followed up by John Elway of the Broncos and Stephon Gilmore of the Patriots. We have Nick Chubb of the Browns, and here we go. We're going to have an auto, and that's a throwback. That is Mark Brunell of the Jacksonville Jaguars out of 99 going to Ross. You know, I bet you when Ross bought the Jaguars, he was hoping for an auto, QB auto, but I don't think he was hoping for Mark Brunell. But still not a bad one at all. We have the Ascension 17-3. This one highlighting Stephon Diggs. I was at that game. I would have highlighted Taron Johnson personally. Then we got Teddy Bridgewater of the Panthers and Henry Ruggs III of the Raiders. Brian Dawkins of the Eagles, followed by Julio Jones of the Falcons. Then we have a Randy Moss of the Minnesota Vikings, and that's going to Ross, followed up by Terry Bradshaw of the Steelers and Mark Brunell of the Jags. I gotta say, these new cards just keep getting better and better. Very excited for some gold standard in a couple weeks here. That was supposed to come out this week, and it got pushed to August 4th. Travis Kelce of the Chiefs, Terry McLaurin of the Washington Football Team, followed by an elite deck, Aaron Rodgers of the Green Bay Packers, going to Peter. Peter, welcome to Break Traders. And then we have Ben Roethlisberger of the Steelers and Daniel Jones of the Giants. I saw a report today that the Packers this offseason offered Rodgers a 2-year extension that would have made him by far the highest paid player in the game, and he turned it down. So that's wild to me. J.J. Watt of the Cardinals, followed by Stephon Diggs of the Bills. And then we're going to have another RC, and this is a Buffalo Bill, and it's Marquez Stevenson, and that is going to be going to Josh. Followed by DeAndre Hopkins of the Cardinals and Matt Stafford of the Rams. Sounds good, Mr. CEO. I'll make a note to look into that for you. Michael Thomas of the Saints, followed by Frank Gifford of the Giants. And then we have Sean Wade of the Baltimore Ravens. Sean Wade of the Ravens, and that's going to be going to Dan. Followed by Tom Brady of the Buccaneers and Von Miller of the Broncos. We have Peyton Manning of the Colts, followed by DK Metcalf of the Seahawks. And then we have a rookie elitist, Trevor Lawrence of the Jacksonville Jaguars, going to Ross. That's not a numbered card, but I did want to give it the Boom Booms because it's the first Trevor Lawrence I've seen in a bit, and that's a very fancy card. We have Julian Edelman of the Patriots and DJ Moore of the Carolina Panthers. We have Baker Mayfield of the Browns, followed by Miles Sanders of the Eagles. Then we have a spellbound Tom Brady of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers going to Timothy, followed up by Josh Jacobs of the Raiders and Marquise Hollywood Brown of the Ravens. I gotta say, the one thing I am disappointed with the Donruss Elite is the numbering. It went, like, their numbering on their sell sheets is significantly different than the ones on the cards, and the ones on the cards make them, to me, significantly less valuable. I don't know if anyone else feels that way as well, but to me, it's like you were supposed to have a max, I think, of your bases was out of $3.99, and now it's out of $99, and it just doesn't really sit right with me. Or like those spellbounds, I think were supposed to have a max of 99, and then you have this wild different max, and I feel like it just kind of knocks the value. Trey Wright of the Bills, followed by a rookie on deck, Zach Wilson. Rookie on deck, Zach Wilson of the Jets going to Peter. That's a nice card right there. Followed by James Robinson of the Jaguars and Brian Urlacher of the Bears. And here we go. We have a memorabilia, and that is a spark plug, CD Lamb of the Dallas Cowboys going to T-Man. T-Man getting some great value for his auction win right there. Nice hit for sure. We have Tyreek Hill of the Chiefs, Chase Young of the Washington football team, and then we have one of the die cuts, and that is Gregory Rousseau of the Buffalo Bills going to Josh. And you know, here at BreakTraders, we mag these bad boys, and that's really due to the fact that it's almost impossible to get them into a sleeve and get them into a top loader. The out of 24, Gregory Rousseau right there. Then we have Saquon Barkley of the Giants and Larry Fitzgerald of the Cardinals. We have Joe Namath of the Jets, David Montgomery of the Bears, followed by a Brian Urlacher. Brian Urlacher right there, 15 it looks like, out of $3.99. Followed up by Jalen Ramsey and A.J. Brown. We have Keenan Allen of the Chargers, Kyler Murray of the Cardinals, followed by a Dylan Moses of the Jacksonville Jaguars going to Ross. And then we've got Barry Sanders of the Lions and Tom Brady of the Patriots. And we got 3 packs left. Randy Moss of the Minnesota Vikings, Ryan Tannehill of the Titans, the Ascension Drew Brees right there, Joe Mixon of the Bengals, and Derek Carr of the Raiders. And we're still waiting on that last auto. And it appears it's going to be... Nope, it's not. We have DeAndre Swift of the Lions, Jimmy Garoppolo of the 49ers. Then we got a spellbound Dan Marino, and that's on a 99 right there of the Miami Dolphins going to Tim, followed up by Justin Tucker of the Ravens and Juju Smith-Schuster of the Steelers. Alrighty. Last pack. Only have pulled 1 auto so far, so we should be getting another one right in here. And it doesn't appear to be the case. We have T. Higgins of the Bengals, Michael Strahan of the Giants, the Elite deck, Kyler Murray, followed up by Dak Prescott and Dan Marino. That is a disappointing end from Panini right there with only the 2 autos. Well, let's run down these rookies. We've got Dylan Moses of the Jags going to Ross. Trevor Lawrence, the rookie elitist of the Jags, also going to Ross, followed up by Sean Wade of the Ravens, and that's going to Dan. Marquez Stevenson of the Bills going to Josh. Amon-Ra St. Brown out of 99 of the Detroit Lions headed to Dan, followed by Micah Parsons of the Cowboys going to T-Man. Then we have Dwayne Eskridge out of 999 of the Seahawks going to Tim, and Quincy Roche out of 399 of the Steelers, and that is going to be headed to Steven. And now let's break down these featured cards. First, we have that very nice veteran Spellbound out of 99, Dan Marino of the Miami Dolphins going to Tim. And after that, we got some of our playing cards. We got Aaron Rodgers of the Packers, Rashad Bateman of the Ravens, Kyler Murray Elite deck of the Cardinals, and then the rookie on deck, Zach Wilson of the New York Jets. Zach Wilson of the Jets going to Peter. Rashad Bateman of the Ravens to Dan. The Cardinals and Kyler Murray is going to Adam. And Peter is getting the Aaron Rodgers Elite deck as well. Next up, we have this nice out of 10 Chris Evans of the Cincinnati Bengals going to Ryan. And then we have our out of 99 auto Mark Brunell, the Spark Plugs CeeDee Lamb, and the out of the 10 out of 24 Gregory Rousseau of the Buffalo Bills. Mark Brunell of the Jags going to Ross. Greg Rousseau of the Bills going to Josh, and CeeDee Lamb Spark Plugs going to T-Man. Alrighty. Not the best Donruss Elite break we've had, not the worst. All right, we will be right back from BT Park with break 1039, and that is the end of break 1038. Alrighty, we've got 2 teams to auction off here in this one, and we're going to do them together. We're going to start the bidding at $5, and it's going to be in increments of $1 minimum bid on that. And it's going to be the Diamondbacks and the Cardinals. The Diamondbacks and the Cardinals are up next. Five from T-Man. Do we have 6? Jay, good to see you. Do we have 6? We have 6 from Jay. Do we have 7? Eight from Mr. CEO. 8 from Mr. CEO. And we are going to start the countdown. 30 seconds on the clock. Gunfight. $8 from Mr. CEO, the current high bid. 4. Wowza. What a snipe city. As you can see, T-Man got in 11 with just over 3 seconds remaining, and then Mr. CEO hitting that half-second 12. And there we have it. Mr. CEO is the winner of those two teams. What a great battle between you two. Always appreciate to see the back-to-back snipes right there. Alrighty, we're going to do our keyword giveaway. This is going to be a continuation of one of them from Friday night. It'll be a continuation. John, are you ready?
I am ready.
John's ready. I'm ready. The keyword is gunfight. T-Man. And the keywords that came before this were gangs and murder. Gangs, murder, and then gunfights, the third keyword so far. I have yet to see a guess. Mobsters. I don't know if that's a movie or a show, but this is for TV shows as well. TV shows. Scarface would be a movie, though it's possible there's a show. Sopranos, incorrect. Alrighty. Well, we'll run the giveaway for that in a minute, but here we go. This is break 1039, the 2021 Absolute Baseball one box pick your team. I forgot how that box opened. It's been so long since we've done any Absolute, and today we're getting at least two of them, which is nice. The show guessing has ended. Boardwalk Empire, not a bad guess though, and a great show. I personally think. Alrighty. We've got Mike Yastrzemski of the San Francisco Giants going to Cynthia. DJ LeMahieu of the Yankees. And that is going to be going to Mr. CEO. Followed by Chris Bryant of the Chicago Cubs going to Harry. Xander Bogaerts of the Boston Red Sox going to Kevin. Then we have Matt Chapman of the Oakland Athletics going to Harry. And then we're going to have an out of 199, the hollow silver, Tony Lazzeri of the New York Yankees going to Mr. CEO. Alrighty, nice start right there. Let's see what our last two cards are before we get to the memorabilia. We're going to have the Power, Alex Rodriguez. Alex Rodriguez of the Texas Rangers going to Brandon. And then we're going to have the Spectrum Blue out of 149, statistically speaking, DJ LeMahieu of the Yankees going to Mr. CEO. Not a bad Yankees pack for Mr. CEO to get started. And then our first memorabilia is going to be a Tools of the trade, and that is Ivan Rodriguez of the Detroit Tigers going to Zachary. Zachary in their first break with BreakTraders, getting the nice tools of the trade dual patch right there. And then our next memorabilia, this one is going to be numbered, and that's out of 35. A nice out of 35, and that is a Sam Huff RC of the Texas Rangers going to Brandon. And we're right back to my favorite baseball autos. I had forgotten about those because it had been so long since we opened Absolute Baseball Break. But there we have it. Alrighty. On to the second and last box. All right, we have Roy Campanella of the Brooklyn, now the Los Angeles Dodgers, going to Mr. CEO, followed by JT Realmuto of the Philadelphia Phillies to Mr. CEO, Manny Machado of the San Diego Padres going to Brandon, followed by Lucas Giolito of the Chicago White Sox, and that is going to John. John and Brandon, welcome to BreakTraders. And if you're new at BreakTraders, a new customer, you can go to BreakTraders.com and use promo code NEWBT for 20% off your first purchase with us. In addition, right now we're running a special on the Donruss Elite that we have in-house. 20% off any single purchase of a break entry or 30% off 3+ spots. Then we have JP Crawford of the Seattle Mariners, and that is going to be going to Brandon, followed by Fernando Tatis Jr. of the Padres. And then it looks like we are going to have a Spectrum Red Clayton Kershaw. Spectrum Red Clayton Kershaw of the Dodgers, and that is going to be going to Mr. CEO. Number 98 out of 90, or 86 out of 99. Alrighty. Next up, we have an Icons, Tony Gwynn of the San Diego Padres going to Brandon. Tony Gwynn of the Padres going to Brandon. And our memorabilia cards, this first one going to be Dane Dunning. Dane Dunning of the Texas Rangers, and that is out of 99 right there of the Texas Rangers going to Brandon. The nice rookie auto right there. And then our last hit of this break is going to be the tools of the trade, Jason Hayward of the Chicago Cubs, and that's going to Harry Hood. All right, 3 of the 4 memorabilia, I believe, going to BreakTraders newbies. And let's see what we've got here. First, our veteran hits. We have Ivan Rodriguez. Sorry about that. We have Ivan Rodriguez of the Detroit Tigers, and that is going to be going to Zach, followed by Jason Hayward of the Chicago Cubs going to Harry. And next up, we have our 2 rookie autos. 1 out of 99 right here. That's Dane Dunning, 92 out of 99. And then 32 out of 35 is Sam Huff. Both of the Texas Rangers, and both going to Brandon. And that's actually 20 out of 99. Sorry, I misspoke. Nice hit. Solid break right there. And that is going to be the end of break 1039. And we will be back in 3 minutes to do our next keyword, to give away our keyword and get into break 1040. Alrighty, folks, we are back from the hardwood, but first we got to do a giveaway. So type gunfight in the chat, and we will pull a random giveaway here next. No teams are available in this one. Gunfight, gunfight, gunfight. John, can we get, I'll start the countdown. You can pull it. It's 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Daniel DeCrane.
Daniel DeCrane, and he's getting an NBA hoops, which is fitting because we're on the hardwood. And we're going with a LeBron James, Carmelo Anthony, Eric Paschall, and Danny Green. Alrighty, there we go. And here we go. This is break 1040, the 2021 Prism Fast Break 1 Boxer. Vegas. So. Malik Monk of the Hornets, followed by Terrell Terry of the Dallas Mavericks RC going to Zach. And then we got the blue Tristan Thompson out of 175 of the Cleveland Cavaliers going to Charles, followed up by Josh Jackson of the Grizzlies and Darius Baisley of the Thunder. Thanks, T-Man. I guess you probably missed my singing then there on that one. I'm not sure how I accidentally hit the mute button. But nice LaMelo Ball hit right there going to Jeff. We have Montrezl Harrell of the Clippers, Matt Dellavedova of the Cavs, followed by Ricky Rubio of the Suns. Then we got a fireworks Donovan Mitchell of the Jazz going to Brandon. And then Aaron Gordon of the Magic. Speaking of the Suns, are they going to pull it out and tie it up 3-3 tonight? Or are they going to give up and give in to the Bucks? My money's on the Suns, but we have Brooke Lopez of the Bucks, followed by Michael Porter Jr. of the Nuggets, Derrick Rose of the Pistons, and then we have the nice throwback Steph Curry. Throwback Steph Curry right there of the Golden State Warriors, and that is going to Jerry. Jerry, one of the new BreakTraders participants today. And remember, if you are new here to BreakTraders, you can go to BreakTraders.com for 20% off your first order. New BT. And then we have Goran Dragic of the Heat followed up. Mrs. CEO, I'm a Suns fan, so I agree with you. Like, you got Giannis going to the line so often. Paul Millsap of the Nuggets, followed by a Patrick Williams RC of the Chicago Bulls going to Rick. The Alfred Payton silver right there, and then Josh Richardson of the Sixers and Shabazz Napier of the Wizards. Jeff Green of the Rockets, Serge Ibaka of the refs of the Toronto Raptors. Now you got me thinking of the refs right there. Followed by Mikal Bridges of the Suns, a disco Bruce Bowen of the Pistons, and Shake Milton of the 76ers. My dad's a big believer in that it's all fixed, but I don't know if I necessarily agree with that, but looks like we've got our auto here early. Terry Rozier of the Hornets, JJ Barea of the Mavs. Then we got Allen Iverson of the 76ers, Fearless, and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander of the Thunder. And then our auto is going to be a fast break RC, Devin Dotson of the Chicago Bulls going to Rick. Not necessarily the auto you want to see in this box, but we've had worse. Next up, we have Landry Shamet of the Clippers, followed by a Tyrese Halliburton RC. Tyrese Halliburton of the Sacramento Kings going to Karen. Nice RC right there. And then we're going to have a pink, and it is going to be a pink TJ Warren of the Indiana Pacers going to Cynthia, and that is out of 50. Followed by Dwight Howard of the Lakers and Andrew Wiggins of the Golden State Warriors. Got Davis Bertrands of the Wizards, Jabari Parker of the Kings, the Jaden McDaniels RC of the Timberwolves going to Rick, followed up by Zach Collins of the Trailblazers and Jaylen Brown of the Celtics. What's up, Adam? Long time no see. Well, it feels like it's been a long time without seeing you. I'm not sure how true that is, but it certainly feels like that. Then we have John Wall of the Wizards, Royce O'Neal of the Jazz, the Jalen Smith RC of the Phoenix Suns right there going to Kyle. Then we have the downtown Damian Lillard insert of the Portland Trailblazers, probably his last card in a Trailblazers uniform, and that's going to Ryan, followed by Jordan Poole of the Golden State Warriors. We have Bojan Bogdanovic of the Jazz, Christian Wood of the Pistons, Josh Green of the Dallas Mavericks going to Zach, followed by Thomas Satoransky of the Bulls and Kemba Walker of the Celtics. We have Sekou Doumbouya of the Pistons, followed by Nico Mannion RC of the Golden State Warriors. And then we're going to have an out of 25. That's playoff Paul George of the Clippers going to Adam, followed up by Danny Green of the Lakers and Kevin Huerter of the Hawks. I will do so, Adam. We got Gary Harris of the Nugs, Tyler Hero of the Heat, followed by Cassius Winston RC of the Wizards going to Kyle, followed up by Jaren Jackson of the Grizzlies and Thaddeus Young of the Bulls. We have Devontae Graham of the Hornets, followed by Tim Duncan of the Spurs, Bryn Forbes of the Spurs as well. Then a Steph Marbury Fearless of the Phoenix Suns, followed by Draymond Green of the Golden State Warriors. We have Klay Thompson of the Golden State Warriors, Theo Maledon of the Oklahoma City Thunder. And it looks like we're going to have a blue rook coming up, so a blue out of 175. And it is going to be Killian Hayes of the Detroit Pistons, and that's going to Rick. Then we have Dirk Nowitzki of the Mavs and Jimmy Butler of the Heat. An eBay notification on my phone. Joe Harris of Brooklyn, James Johnson of the Timberwolves, DeMar Carroll of the Rockets, and here we go. That is our Aaron Naismith disco of the Celtics going to Jordan, followed by Seth Curry of the Mavs. And 2 packs left. Still looking for that disco variation. We have Kobe White of the Bulls, Danilo Gallinari of the Thunder, and then it's going to be an Obi Toppin, and there we go. That's our variation of the New York Knicks, and that is going to Karen. Followed up by a Downtown Paul George and Al Horford of the 76ers. We have Allen Iverson of the Sixers, a Jameis Ramsey RC of the Sacramento Kings. Jameis Ramsey of the Kings, and that's going to Karen. Followed by the red Andrew Wiggins out of 125 of the Golden State Warriors going to Jerry. Then we have Emmanuel Mudiay of the Jazz and Derek Favors of the Pelicans. All righty. Here we go. We have Jameis Ramsey of the Kings in this rookie rundown. That one going to Karen, followed by Aaron Namesmith of the Boston Celtics. Disco going to Jordan. Theo Maledon of the Thunder going to Heather, followed by Cassius Winston of the Wizards going to Kyle. Nico Mannion of the Golden State Warriors going to Jerry. Josh Green of the Dallas Mavericks going to Zach. Jalen Smith of the Phoenix Suns going to Kyle. Jaden McDaniels of the Minnesota Timberwolves going to Rick. Tyrese Halliburton of the Sacramento Kings going to Karen. Patrick Williams of the Chicago Bulls going to Rick. And Terrell Terry of the Dallas Mavericks going to Zach. Still rocking on getting you some more Donruss Elite at a discount. And I feel like the Donruss Elite is definitely jumping up in price and value here, based on what I've seen. Especially my pricing went way up. All right, we got two veterans right here. We have the TJ Warren pink out of 50 of the Pacers going to Cynthia, and then the Steph Curry Prism throwback of the Golden State Warriors going to Jerry. Both of those nice hits. And then we have 2 nice rookie hits. We have the Killian Hayes out of 175, and then the Obi Toppin disco variation. Obi Toppin and the Knicks to Karen, and Killian Hayes of the Pistons to Rick. Both newbies here at BreakTraders. Then we have the fast break Devin Dotson auto of the Chicago Bulls going to Rick. And last but not least, he came in like a mellow ball. Right there, the LaMelo Ball base of the Charlotte Hornets going to Jeff. Bang. That was quick right there. That was a quick break. The solid mellow hit right there to finish off break 1040. Alrighty. We are going to be on to our next keyword giveaway. You'll have 1 minute to guess the TV show. 1 minute to guess the TV show, and the keyword is island. Lost is incorrect. Wanted is incorrect. The wire is incorrect. Startup is correct. Startup is correct. I was wondering when you were going to type that in the chat again, Mr. CEO, because you got it on Friday night, but it was like just outside of the giveaway guessing had ended, and I didn't think that I had given it away at all by like my reaction to it being outside the giveaway guessing. But yeah, startup. Katie and I just cruised through that, really hoping that it gets like redone for another season, because it really ended with like a massive cliffhanger. Baker Mayfield of the Browns, Cam Newton of the Panthers. We have the Bills and Browns round numbers, David Montgomery and Devin Singletary. The Devin Singletary Rookie of the Year contenders, followed by Phillip Rivers. Then we have Ryan Fitzpatrick of the Dolphins, Stephon Diggs of the Vikings, and Juju Smith-Schuster of the Steelers. Fun fact, Katie and I have been rewatching the Twilight series. The main character in Startup, or who I would consider the main character, the head of the Haitian gang, there is in Twilight. He's the first vampire that gets killed by the werewolves. I feel like there's no spoilers there, because if you wanted to watch Twilight, you would have by now. Alrighty. That being said, folks, we are quite a bit ahead of schedule, so we are going to take a brief 5-minute break. A 5-minute break, and we will be right back to auction off the Rams before break 1041. And we are back and ready to rock some Mosaic. Yeah, absolutely terrible news about Cam Akers today. Feel really terrible for him. I mean, that's a tough one to come back from. You know, I didn't have a full tear. I had a partial tear of my Achilles. And it took me like 8 months before I could like run again. And that was like a partial one that didn't require surgery. A full one is absolutely crushing. Alrighty. Well, we are going to be auctioning off the Rams right here. Auctioning off the Rams, starting the bidding at $5. $5. Yeah, I'm gonna go fix that. I'm not sure why it's not updating on the site. I'm working on fixing that. We're one right now. $5. So, yep. Alrighty, $6 right there. $6 is the high bid right now for the Rams. Huh. So now it seems to have it's like not updating on the main site, but when you go to try to buy them, it won't let you buy them. So like I went and tried to buy the San Francisco 49ers and the Jags, and it's not letting me. So it's definitely a Shopify issue. We'll work on figuring that out after this break, but it won't, like you can see, it won't let me actually purchase those teams, even though it is showing that they're available right there. So I will have to double check, but I believe you did get New England. Crap. Sorry about that. I did not mean to show that screen. 068. Alrighty, folks. Here we go. We're going to start the countdown. We have $7 for the Rams. Countdown is complete, and we have $7 to T-Man. $7 to T-Man, and I apologize about the little delay there by me. I was really trying to figure out that issue because I didn't want any of you to go to try to buy a team in a double purchase. So no, Adam, you do have the Patriots. No one else bought the Patriots, so I'm not sure what's going on. I will have to try to figure that out with Shopify support. It could just be a little bit of a lag in the system. But when people go to check out, they can't check out, so that is a good news. Alrighty. Well, here we go. This is break 1041, the 2020 Mosaic one boxer. Pick your team. And you know what we've got here. We got the 10 packs, and we have 15 cards per pack. 15 cards per pack. And I feel like we've had some luck with Mosaic, and we're running all of our 2020 football eBay breaks are going to be Mosaic this week. And I got to say, they're some of our most popular to date because they were almost all, they did all sell out. So that's always great to hear. We have Donovan McNabb of the Eagles, Dan Marino of the Dolphins, Nick Bosa of the 49ers, Sonia Michelle of the Patriots, Joe Mixon of the Bengals, followed up by Tyreek Hill of the Chiefs, Troy Aikman of the Dallas Cowboys, and we're going to have an NFL debut, and it is going to be DeAndre Swift of the Detroit Lions, and that is going to Matthew. Followed up by the Russell Wilson of the Seattle Seahawks. Then we have a man of mastery, J.J. Watt, a montage Kelvin Johnson, the montage Kelvin Johnson right there. And then you already saw it. It is a Tua NFL debut. The Tua NFL debut right there. And that is going to be going to Trevor with the Dolphins. And we're going to follow up Tua with Jalen Reagor of the Eagles. And that is going to be going to Charles, followed up by Troy Polamalu of the Steelers. And then here we go. What a pack this was. We don't have one, but we got Tuas. Tuas for the Dolphins going to Trevor. As a Bills fan, I recommend selling that card right away because this will probably be the highest his value ever is. I'm just messing around. I'm personally not high on Tua, but some of that may be a bit biased. Ryan Tannehill of the Titans, Darius Slayton of the Giants, Richard Sherman of the 49ers, followed by Ed Reed of the Ravens, Herman Moore of the Detroit Lions, DJ Moore of the Carolina Panthers, and then we have Amari Cooper of the Dallas Cowboys, followed by a little bit of a silver mosaic right there, Ed Reed of the Ravens. And then we have Darius Slayton, the Darius Slayton mosaic red, followed by a montage Julian Edelman of the Patriots, a Stairmaster Carson Wentz of the Eagles, Deshaun Watson of the Texans. Then we have Javon Kinlaw of the 49ers, and Jonathan Taylor of the Indianapolis Colts. And then it's Jake from State Farm of the Buffalo Bills. Going to Timothy. I can't say as a Bills fan I'm very high on Jake Fromm. I would be surprised if he's on the active roster this season. We just have too much depth that we need to keep at different positions. We have Randy Moss of the Vikings, A.J. Brown of the Titans, Marshawn Lattimore of the Saints, Charles Woodson of the Raiders, Mike Vick of the Falcons, Kenny Galladay of the Detroit Lions, Tre'Davious White of the Bills, and then we have a silver Ben Roethlisberger of the Steelers. And it looks like we're going to have a mosaic blue out of 99. And it is Kyler Murray of the Arizona Cardinals going to Timothy. And that is going to be number 44 out of 99. Then we have a Stairmaster Michael Thomas, followed by a center stage Josh Allen of the Buffalo Bills going to Timothy. Not numbered right there, but a very, very nice, very cool card. The Jerome Bettis Hall of Fame, an Anthony McFarland Jr. RC of the Steelers going to Zach. Then we have Jalen Reagor of the Eagles, the Philadelphia Eagles right there going to Charles. And Devin Duvernay of the Ravens going to Dan. Let's go Bills is right, Timothy. Are you Are you a Bills fan or just enjoy collecting them? Just like chasing maybe some cool Josh Allens or, I mean, Zach Moss, I think, is probably their most valuable rookie of the 2020 year, but. We have Bryant. Awesome. Love to see it. I'm a Bills season ticket holder. Brian Dawkins of the Eagles, Devontae Parker of the Dolphins, Steve Young of the 49ers, Carlos Hyde of the Texans, Roquan Smith of the Bears, and Travis Kelce of the Chiefs. Bills season ticket holder. Then to make up for COVID, my fiance and I are going to 3 away games at least this year. And next up, we have our auto, and that's going to be Kenneth Murray. Kenneth Murray of the Los Angeles Chargers. And that is going to Justin. Justin, welcome to BreakTraders. Timothy, welcome to BreakTraders as well. And if you're new and want to get involved in some other breaks, you can go to BreakTraders.com and use the promo code NEWBT for 20% off your first purchase. We've got the Brandon Ayuk RC of the 49ers going to Justin. The Barry Sanders Mosaic Red, followed by a Blue Chips Leonard Fournette of the Jaguars. The Montage Jimmy Garoppolo. Hall of Fame Troy Aikman. Then we have Antonio Gibson of the Washington football team going to Harry. And MVPs Tom Brady of the Patriots and TJ Watt Pro Bowl of the Steelers. We have Rob Gronkowski of the Bucks, Mike Evans of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers as well, Aaron Donald of the Rams, George Kittle of the 49ers, Jason Witten of the Raiders, followed by Mark Ingram II of the Ravens, TJ Hawkinson of the Lions, and then we're going to have a silver Devin Singletary of the Bills, followed by a Mosaic Red Justin Herbert. Justin Herbert right there with the Mosaic Red. Nice hit. Nice hit right there. And those are going to be Mag City. Mag City, and that is going to Justin. I'm seeing one that just went for 190. Well, that was PSA 10, 192. But Raw's going for in the hundreds. Not a bad hit right there. Followed by a Blue Chips Keenan Allen, a Men of Mastery Russell Wilson, and then we got another rookie QB, and that is Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts of the Philadelphia Eagles, and that is going to Charles. Followed up by Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Clyde Edwards-Helaire of the Kansas City Chiefs, and that's going to Jeremy. And we are having ourselves a bit of a break. And Laviska Shenault Jr. of the Jaguars, and then another Clyde Edwards-Helaire. That Laviska Shenault going to Sean, and then another Clyde Edwards-Helaire, and that is going to be going to Jeremy. Alrighty, this is a solid Mosaic box right here. Lawrence Taylor of the Giants, Keenan Allen of the Chargers, Juju Smith-Schuster of the Steelers, Julius Peppers of the Panthers, Dwight Freeney of the Colts, Baker Mayfield of the Browns, Barry Sanders of the Lions, followed by Herman Moore of the Lions, a Mosaic Red Peyton Manning of the Colts, followed by the Montage Deshaun Watson, and then we have a Blue Chips Julio Jones of the Falcons, and then boom, boom, boom. It is another Justin Herbert. When there is smoke, there is fire. Look at that Herbert hit right there. Then we have a Justin Jefferson of the Minnesota Vikings going to CJ, followed by Brian Urlacher of the Browns, and then holy hell, it is a third Justin Herbert. Wow. Wowza. What a break we're having. And we still got 4 packs left. Adam, stop hating on Boomer. We have Chris Godwin of the Bucks, Saquon of the Giants, Max Crosby of the Raiders, Deshaun Jackson of the Eagles, Luke Kuechly of the Panthers, Peyton Manning of the Colts, Tyler Boyd of the Bengals, Zachary Thomas of the Dolphins. Whoo! A mosaic blue Tua. Wow. And that out of 99. What a hit. A PSA 10 of that just went for $303. Another one went for $815. So you know what that means. That is getting that mag. And John, I'm going to need some more mags. Okay. Skinny mags when you get a chance. I'll have to buy some Mosaic Choice and rock and roll with that. We have Patrick Mahomes of the Chiefs, an overdrive Joe Mixon of the Bengals, and let me sleeve both of those bad boys right there, followed by a Pro Bowl Patrick Mahomes. No problem, Trevor. What a break you're having. Russell Wilson of the Seahawks, followed by A.J. Terrell of the Atlanta Falcons. A.J. Terrell of the Falcons going to Dan. Cam Akers of the Los Angeles Rams going to T-Man. And then Jeff Okudah of the Detroit Lions going to Matthew. And I am fired up. Me and John might have to go drinking after this if our luck's so good. Go right to the casino, right to Del Lago. We got Ricky Williams of the Dolphins, followed by Russell Wilson of the Seahawks, Julian Edelman of the Patriots, Tyrann Mathieu of the Chiefs, Emmitt Smith of the Cowboys, Mark Andrews of the Ravens, Aaron Rodgers of the Packers, followed by a Hall of Fame Randy Moss, and then a mosaic red A.J. Terrell RC of the Atlanta Falcons going to Dan. Then we've got Joe Namath. Oh, thanks. Folks, John caught one that I missed. This Kelvin Johnson was out of 25. This montage Kelvin Johnson out of 25 going to Matthew. Sorry about that. We are having a break and a half for sure. Joe Namath of the Jets, followed by an introductions C.D. Lamb of the Dallas Cowboys going to Zach. And then we have Terry Bradshaw, followed by James Morgan RC of the New York Jets going to Justin, and a Chase Young RC of the Washington Football Team to Harry, and Darrington Evans of the Tennessee Titans going to Henry. There we go. We are having a break. We're having a day. And we did see that select football break select hobby hybrid H2 break just filled. So we will run that today as well. We have Kevin Byard of the Titans, Tiki Barber of the Giants, Joey Bosa of the Chargers, Danielle Hunter of the Vikings, Christian McCaffrey of the Panthers, Darius Leonard of the Colts. And then we're going to have another auto. And this one is a Randall McDaniel, a member of the Thick Boy Clubs of the Minnesota Vikings, and that is going to CJ. Followed up by Boomer Esiason of the Cincinnati Bengals going to Andrew, a red Richard Sherman of the 49ers, the montage Josh Jacobs right there, followed by a montage Aaron Rodgers. Then we have the Hall of Fame Steve Young, a Keyshawn Vaughn of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers going to Justin. followed by Calais Campbell of the Jaguars, and J.K. Dobbins of the Ravens going to Dan. We have Derrick Henry of the Titans, Eli Manning of the Giants, Howie Long of the Raiders, Deion Sanders of the Falcons, Kelvin Johnson of the Lions, Thurman Thomas of the Bills, Will Fuller of the Texans, Adam Thielen of the Minnesota Vikings, the Red Luke Kuechly of the Carolina Panthers. Then we have a Stairmaster Baker Mayfield, followed by an In It to Win It, Ben Roethlisberger of the Steelers. That's going to Zach. And there we go, Jerry Jeudy, NFL debut of the Denver Broncos to Cynthia, followed up by Cole Kmet of the Bears going to Jason. Then we have the MVPs, Peyton Manning of the Colts, and a T. Higgins RC of the Bengals going to Andrew to finish that off. Alrighty, let's run these down. We had the blue Kyler Murray at a 99 right there of the Arizona Cardinals going to Tim. And now we'll run these rookies down. We got T. Higgins of the Cincinnati Bengals going to Andrew, Cole Kmet of the Bears going to Jason, Jerry Jeudy of the Broncos to Cynthia, J.K. Dobbins of the Ravens to Dan, Keyshawn Vaughn of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers to Andrew, Darrington Evans of the Tennessee Titans to Henry, Chase Young of the Washington Football Team to Harry, James Morgan of the Jets going to Justin, C.D. Lamb introductions of the Cowboys to Zach, the Red A.J. Terrell of the Falcons to Dan, followed by Jeff Okudah of the Lions to Matthew, the NFL debut Cam Akers to T-Man, A.J. Terrell base of the Falcons to Dan, Justin Jefferson of the Vikings going to C.J., Clyde Edwards-Helaire of the Chiefs going to Jeremy, Laviska Shenault of the Jags going to Sean, another Clyde Edwards-Helaire to Jeremy, Antonio Gibson of the Washington Football Team to Harry, the Brandon Ayuk of the 49ers going to Justin, Devin Duvernay of the Ravens to Dan, Jalen Reagor of the Eagles going to Charles, followed by Anthony McFarland Jr. of the Steelers to Zach, Jake Fromm of the Bills going to Timothy, Jonathan Taylor of the Colts to Scott, Javon Kinlaw of the 49ers to Justin, Jalen Reagor of the Eagles to Charles, and DeAndre Swift, NFL debut of the Lions, going to Matthew. And now our featured cards. First, we're going to start the 13 out of 25. Kelvin Johnson of the Detroit Lions going to Matthew. And next up, it's really our autos. We've got the Randall McDaniel auto of the Minnesota Vikings going to CJ, and Kenneth Murray of the Chargers going to Justin. Yep, we just had another break close as well. One second. Yep. We'll be closing everything that's broken up to this, or breaking everything that's closed up to this point. And now we're on to our rookie QBs. We have the Jalen Hurts of the Philadelphia Eagles going to Charles. And then we have an NFL debut, Justin Herbert, and an NFL debut, or then a regular base, Justin Herbert, both going to Justin. And then we have not one, but Tua of the Miami Dolphins going to Trevor. And here we go. We have the Mosaic Red Justin Herbert and the Mosaic Blue Tua. This is 98 out of 99. The Mosaic Red not numbered. But what a rookie QB box right there. That Tua going to Trevor and that Justin Herbert of the Chargers going to Justin. And there we have it, folks. That is the end of break 1041. Alrighty. And we're going to keep this rolling. Keep it rolling right to T-Man's personal. I don't see that on the list. T-Man, you let me know when you're ready and we will rock and roll on this personal. That was supposed to be scheduled before the break 559. That was just a mix-up by us on the listing. Let's do it, T-Man says. Here we go. It's definitely coming. We have Terry McLaurin. Like, I haven't sold a Donruss Elite that I haven't opened on video. Terry McLaurin of the Washington football team. J.J. Watt of the Cardinals. The Elite deck, Alvin Kamara of the New Orleans Saints. Right there for T-Man. Followed up by Dan Marino and Josh Allen. We have Stephon Diggs of the Bills, followed by Michael Thomas of the Saints. And then we got a star status, J.J. Watt out of 349 of the Cardinals. Next up, we got Alvin Kamara of the Saints and Brett Favre of the Packers. We've got a thick boy in here. Let's wait to see what that could be. We have the Frank Gifford of the Giants, the Elite Company, Justin Fields of the Ohio State University. Right there, nice hit. Then we have Darius Leonard of the Colts and Russell Wilson of the Seahawks. And then this one is going to be a Delvin Cook Moxie. Delvin Cook Moxie. Nice hit right there. Then we've got Peyton Manning of the Colts, followed by DK Metcalf of the Seahawks. And then we're going to have a out of 16. It is going to be a status Joe Montana of San Francisco. And that is 2 out of 16. Joey Montana right there. Followed by C.D. Lamb of the Cowboys and Jalen Hurts of the Eagles. Baker Mayfield of the Browns, followed by Miles Sanders of the Eagles. And we're going to have this RC, and it's going to be a Seth Williams out of 99 of the Denver Broncos, followed up by DJ Chark of the Jags and Rob Gronkowski of the Buccaneers. Nice. Then I am thrilled then. We have Tre'Davious White of the Bills, Tyreek Hill of Kansas City. Our rook is going to be J.C. Horn of the Carolina Panthers, their #1 overall pick, followed by Drew Lock and Tua. Khalil Mack of the Bears, followed by Joey Bosa of the Chargers. A rookie on deck, Jalen Phillips of the Miami Dolphins going to Trevor, followed up by Stephon Gilmore of the Patriots and Teddy Bridgewater of the Panthers. We have Kelvin Ridley of the Falcons, Delvin Cook of the Vikings, a Patrick Surtain, and this looks like... I thought that was going to be a low numbered. I hadn't seen that black before right there. Sorry, T-Man, it's habit to look at the screen. I'll scroll down to this Prism basketball one so that I can't see anyone. Henry Ruggs of the Raiders and Terry Bradshaw of the Steelers. It's just always habit for me to check the list in front of my face, and we still had I had the Mosaic football one still in front of me. Then we have Derrick Henry of the Titans, Jared Goff of the Lions, and Ascension Tom Brady, followed by Mark Brunell of the Jags and Ben Roethlisberger of the Steelers. We have George Kittle of San Francisco, Joe Burrow of the Bengals. Then we have Dwame Brown of the Washington Football Team, followed up by Daniel Jones of the Giants and DeAndre Hopkins of the Cardinals. We have Mike Gesicki of the Dolphins, and we're going to have a redemption. And it is going to be a Pen Pals Kadarius Toney of the New York Giants. Right there. Not a bad redemption. Better than the 17 Josh Palmers we had on Friday night. Terry McLaurin Elite Deck of the Washington Football Team right there. Then we have Matt Stafford of the Rams and Tom Brady of the Buccaneers. We have Aaron Jones of Green Bay, Quinnen Williams of the Jets, the Jamar Chase of the Bengals, followed by Von Miller of the Broncos and Julian Edelman of the Patriots. Myles Garrett of the Browns, Justin Herbert of the Chargers, the Trey Lance rookie insert right there of the 49ers. Nice hit right there. Then we have DJ Moore of the Panthers and Josh Jacobs of the Raiders. CT Man, you ask and you shall receive. That might be more valuable than the rookie on Dax. I'm not quite sure. The 2001 Elite Throwback. We have Matt Ryan of the Falcons, Justin Jefferson of the Vikings, the rookie elitist Jalen Waddle of the Miami Dolphins, followed by Marquise Hollywood Brown of the Ravens and James Robinson of the Jags. Tyler Heineke of the Washington Football Team, Brandon Cooks of the Texans. Then we got Stephon Gilmore right there of the Patriots for you, maybe, if they can't figure out his contract, followed by Brian Urlacher of the Bears and Saquon Barkley of the Giants. We have Nick Bosa followed by a rookie on deck, Mac Jones of the Patriots right there. There you go. You got your rookie on deck QB, followed by Larry Fitzgerald of the Cardinals and Jalen Ramsey of the Rams. And then here we go. And it is a nice auto for you, and that is going to be passing the torch, Lane Johnson, 99 out of 99. And we got 4 packs left in this one. we have Patrick Mahomes of the Chiefs, Joe Montana of the 49ers, followed by a 2001 throwback Larry Fitzgerald of the Arizona Cardinals. And then we have A.J. Brown of the Titans and Barry Sanders of the Lions. Aaron Rodgers of the Packers, Jamal Adams of the Seahawks, followed by the Ascension Tom Brady from the Super Bowl, Tom Brady of the Patriots, and Joe Mixon of the Bengals. Nick Chubb of the Browns, Brian Dawkins of the Eagles, Tyson Campbell of the Jaguars right there. And then we got a Derek Carr of the Raiders, followed by Justin Tucker of the Ravens. Julio Jones of the Falcons, Travis Kelce of Kansas City. We have Nick Bolton of Kansas City RC as well, followed by Juju Smith-Schuster and Dak Prescott. No T-Law, but overall a nice break for you. We have Nick Bolton of Kansas City, Tyson Campbell of the Jags, Jalen Waddle of the Dolphins, Jamar Chase of the Bengals, Dwame Brown of the Washington Football Team, Patrick Surtain of the Broncos, followed by J.C. Horn. Wait a second. I'm really looking. It must just be a very dark blue, because that kind of looks black to me, but I'm not seeing any numbering on it. Followed by J.C. Horn of the Carolina Panthers, Seth Williams of the Broncos, and the Elite Company, Justin Fields. And now on to the featured cards, and this one for T-Man. An Elite deck, Alvin Kamara, followed by a rookie on deck, Jalen Phillips, the Elite deck, Terry McLaurin, and a rookie on deck, Mac Diddley Jones. And then we have the past, this being a Joe Montana out of 16, and the future, this one a 2001 Donruss Elite throwback, Trey Lance. Followed up by, we have our autos, the Lane Johnson passing the torch, the Kadarius Tony Penpals redemption, and then the Moxie Delvin Cook. The Moxie Delvin Cook. And there we have it, folks. That is the end of T-Man's Personal. That is the end of T-Man's Personal. And we are going to get into break 559. Brett's break right after, or Brett's break 559 in just a minute when we get back from To the Hardwood. Here we go, folks. This is break 559, and I think first we've got to do the keyword giveaway for Island. Type Island in the chat. Type Island in the chat. All right, John, can we get a countdown?
Sure. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It is Adam V.
Adam V winning the giveaway. Let's see what we've got for him. And it's going to be a Donruss Optic Blaster Pack for Adam. A.J. Brown, followed by Phillip Rivers, Trevon Diggs, and Grant Delpit. Alrighty. Here we go. This is break 559. Brett's break, the 2020-21 Prism Hobby 3-team random. Let's see how many times we're going to randomize that. It's going to be 12 times. We're going for the big dice. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Here we go. I've got those teams pasted, and now we will let it run through, and then we will rip into it. Charlotte going to Brett Diddley, Brett. Minnesota going to Cynthia, the Pelicans to Danny. Kings to Double M, and Spurs to Lawler Bright to Jordan. Alrighty. Looking for 2 autos and 22 prisms. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. 2, 4, 6, 8. Who do we appreciate? Hopefully the saute hot hand. Though I do love hot ham as well. Probably one of my favorite deli meats. We have Donovan Mitchell of the Jazz, Alfred Payton of the Knicks, followed by T.J. Warren of the Pacers. T.J. Warren of the Pacers. Then we got Otto Porter Jr. of the Bulls, Nikola Jokic of the Nuggets, the silver Clint Capella of the Hawks, and then we're going to go with the red. This is a Magic Johnson, not numbered right there, the red wave, not numbered. Followed up by the Fireworks, Anthony Davis, Kendrick Nunn of the Heat, Killian Hayes of the Detroit Pistons RC, and that's going to Brian. Followed up by Langston Galloway of the Pistons and a Tyler Bay RC of the Mavs going to Brian. We have Dwayne Bacon of the Hornets, Jeremy Lamb of the Pacers, Julius Randle of the Knicks, Mo Bamba of the Magic, Dennis Schroeder of the Oklahoma City Thunder, followed by Zion of the Pelicans, Jeremiah Grant of the Nuggets. Then we have a red Lonzo Ball, the Lonzo Ball right here of the Pelicans, and that is out of $2.99 going to Danny. And then we're going to have our first auto, and this is going to be LaMarcus Aldridge. LaMarcus Aldridge of the Spurs going to Jordan. Followed by Kawhi Leonard of the Clippers, Udoka Azubuike of the Jazz, and then Colin Sexton of the Cavs. Spencer Dinwiddie of the Nets, Clint Capella of the Hawks, Chris Middleton of the Bucks, Steven Adams of the Thunder, Wesley Matthews of the Bucks, Jaren Jackson of the Grizzlies, followed by the Cam Reddish, and then we have the orange, Nick Richards RC, the orange, and I'm not sure if that's the wave. It is out of 60, Nick Richards of the Hornets, the throwback, Jason Tatum of the Celtics, and that is going to Brian, followed by Aaron Naismith RC of the Celtics going to Brian, then Bruce Brown of the Pistons, and Emmanuel Quickley of the Knicks. Those teams that weren't showing as sold on the site are now showing as sold on the site, John.
Okay.
We have Dante DiVincenzo of the Bucks, Robert Covington of the Rockets, Patty Mills of the Spurs, Thomas Satoransky of the Bulls, Patrick Beverley of the Clippers, a silver Cam Reddish of the Hawks. Then we have a Lonnie Walker of the Spurs going to Jordan, followed up by a Fireworks RJ Barrett, a Isaiah Stewart IRC, Isaiah Stewart of the Detroit Pistons going to Brian, Enes Kanter of the Celtics, Vernon Carey Jr. of the Hornets, and Cole Anthony of the Mavericks. We have Anfernee Simmons of the Trailblazers, Kevin Durant of the Nets, DeAndre Hunter of the Hawks, Terrence Davis of the Raptors, Josh Okogie of the Timberwolves, followed up by Frank Nicotina of the Knicks, Bruce Brown of the Pistons, the fearless Dennis Rodman, followed by a widescreen Trae Young of the Atlanta Hawks. Then we have Jonathan Isaac of the Magic, followed up by Kelly Oubre Jr. of the Suns, and Zeke Naji RC of the Nuggets. We have D'Angelo Russell of the Timberwolves, Rudy Gobert of the Jazz, DeAndre Bembry of the Hawks, Kevin Looney of the Warriors, Mitchell Robinson of the Knicks, Troy Brown Jr. of the Wizards, the Disco Elfrid Payton of the Knicks, followed by one of five. That is a Jarrett Culver of the Minnesota Timberwolves. That is the black gold. That doesn't, no, Sunflower, you couldn't have bought empty spots. It wouldn't allow you to buy spots if there wasn't any available. But I don't believe that's actually sold out. I'll have to double check it. But that Jarrett Culver of the Timberwolves going to Cynthia. Followed by a fearless Steph Marbury, Lonzo Ball of the Pelicans, Robert Woodard, the second of the Kings going to Double M, and another Jarrett Culver of the Timberwolves. What a hit there. And yes, looks like 165 is now fully sold out. John Collins of the Hawks, George Hill of the Bucks, Kevin Garnett of the Timberwolves, Brandon Ingram of the Pelicans, Kyle Lowry of the Raptors, a silver Spencer Dinwiddie of the Nets, the red Norman Powell of the Toronto Raptors, followed up by a downtown Jamal Murray, Kyle Kuzma of the Lakers, Tobias Harris of the 76ers, Onyeka Okongwu of the Hawks going to Danny, Sadiq Bey of the Pistons going to Brian. Doug McDermott of the Pacers, the LeBron James right there. That is a nice hit right there. The base LeBron, but I do believe that is worth some solid cash right there. Then we have Alex Caruso of the Lakers, DJ Augustin of the Mavs, Lonnie Walker of the Spurs, followed by Marcus Morris Sr. of the Clippers, Norman Powell of the Raptors. Then we have a disco Jaren Jackson, and then our auto is going to be Zeke Nnaji of the Denver Nuggets. And that is going to Brett Diddley, Brett. Followed up by RJ Barrett of the Knicks and Isaac Okoro, RC of the Cavs, going to Danny. And Tyrese Maxey of the 76ers. You are right. That is 9 out of 25. 9 out of 25. Thank you, Mr. CEO. Jaren Jackson of the Grizzlies going to Double M. We have Cody Zeller of the Hornets, DeAnthony Melton of the Grizzlies, followed by Dwight Powell of the Mavs, Ja Morant of the Grizzlies, Marvin Bagley III of the Kings, Tony Snell of the Pistons, the silver TJ Warren of the Pacers, followed by a purple Kyle Lowry, and that's going to be out of 175 of the Toronto Raptors, going to Brett Diddley, Brett. Followed up by a fireworks Kawhi Leonard, Devin Booker of the Suns, Elijah Hughes of the Jazz, and Brandon Clark of the Grizzlies. I will double check that for sure. The Aldridge is 15 out of 25 as well. And 3 packs left. We have Ersan Ilyasova of the Bucks, Marcus Smart of the Celtics, Maxi Kleber of the Mavs, Jared Allen of the Nets, Malik Beasley of the Timberwolves, James Harden silver, followed by a red Luka Doncic of the Dallas Mavericks going to Brian. Then we have the throwback Russell Westbrook of the Houston Rockets going to Danny. Followed up by Cassius Stanley of the Pacers RC. Cassius Stanley of the Indiana Pacers right there. Then we have Joe Ingles of the Jazz, Luke Kennard of the Pistons, and DeMar DeRozan of the Spurs. And we have 2 packs left. 2 packs left. Sizzler after the break for sure. Derek Jones Jr. of the Heat, De'Aaron Fox of the Kings, Jason Tatum of the Celtics, Furkan Korkmaz of the 76ers, Chris Dunn of the Bulls, J.J. Redick of the Pelicans, and Aaron Naismith, RC of the Celtics, followed by Ja Morant, widescreen of the Memphis Grizzlies, going to Double M. Then we have the fearless Gary Payton, followed by James Weissman of the Golden State Warriors, going to Double M. Darius Garland of the Cleveland Cavaliers, and a CJ Ellaby, RC of the Trailblazers, going to Jordan. We have Dylan Brooks of the Grizzlies, Bojan Bogdanovic of the Kings, Eric Gordon of the Rockets, Nikola Vukovic of the Magic, Joel Embiid of the 76ers, Mike Conley of the Jazz, a silver Brandon Clark of the Grizzlies, followed by a blue R.J. Barrett out of 199 of the New York Knicks. Then we have the Chris Paul Downtown of the Thunder, Miles Turner of the Pacers, the Desmond Bain RC of the Grizzlies, and Skylar Mays of the Hawks. Alrighty. We were on a sizzle right there. All right, I was just looking up to see if I could find prices quick on that Aldridge. Cannot. All righty, let's run down these rookies. Skylar Mars of the Atlanta Hawks going to Danny. Desmond Bain of the Grizzlies, the Memphis Grizzlies going to Double M. CJ Ellerby of the Trailblazers going to Jordan. James Weissman of the Warriors going to Double M. Aaron Naismith Silver of the Celtics going to Brian. Cassius Stanley of the Pacers going to Cynthia. Elijah Hughes of the Jazz going to Danny. Tyrese Maxey of the 76ers going to Ben, followed by Isaac Okoro of the Cavaliers going to Danny. Sadiq Bey of the Detroit Pistons going to Brian, followed up by Onyeka Okongwu of the Hawks going to Danny. Then we have Robert Woodard II of the Kings going to Double M. Zeke Naji of the Nuggets. Zeke Naji of the Nuggets going to Brett Diddley, Brett. Cole Anthony of the Magic going to Cynthia. Vernon Carey Jr. of the Hornets going to Brett. Isaiah Stewart of the Detroit Pistons going to Brian. Emmanuel Quickley of the Knicks going to Danny. Aaron Naismith of the Celtics going to Brian, followed by the Nick Richards Orange out of 60 of the Charlotte Hornets to Brett Diddley. Udoka Azubuike of the Jazz going to Danny. Tyler Bay of the Mavs going to Brian, and Killian Hayes of the Pistons going to Brian. And now on to the featured cards. We have the nice LeBron James Kobe tribute dunk, followed by the Jaren Jackson Mojo out of 25, and the Luka Doncic red prism. Jaren Jackson of the Grizzlies is 9 out of 25 going to Double M. The Lakers going to the LeBron going to Ben, and the Luka of the Mavs going to Brian. Then we have our two autos. We have the LaMarcus Aldridge out of 25 Mojo of the Spurs going to Jordan, and Zeke Naji of the Denver Nuggets going to Brett Diddley, Brett. And then here it is, folks, our big hit, and it is mag-tastic, and that is going to be Jarrett Culver. Jarrett Culver of the Minnesota Timberwolves, and that is out of 5, number 1 of 5, going to Cynthia. Alrighty, folks, that is the end of 559. We will be right back from BT Park for 893. Alrighty, we are back and ready to rock. This is break 893 the 2021 Absolute Baseball 3-team random. Let's see how many times we're going to randomize that. Looks like 9. 9 times there. Boom. There we go. That is the end of that randomization. I will get these teams loaded, and then we will be able to get ready to rock. We'll just get these mini boxes out while we wait for that to run through one time. Alrighty. Looking for that one auto and one memorabilia card in each one of these mini boxes. We have Paul Goldschmidt of the Cardinals, Matt Olson of the Athletics, Joe Jackson of the White Sox, followed by Joey Votto of the Reds, Colin Morgan of Pittsburgh, a silver out of 199, Heimer Candelaro of the Detroit Tigers going to Jack, followed up by a statistically speaking Mike Yastrzemowski of the San Francisco Giants going to David, and a 32 out of 149 Icons, Mike Trout of the Los Angeles Angels going to Jack. And then our memorabilia, the first one is going to be a Tools of the Trade RC, and that is Debbie Garcia of the New York Yankees, and that is going to Jack. Not numbered there. Oh, yes, it is. That is out of 49. Nice hit to get started there. And then our next one is going to be a Patches out of 99, Adbert Alzolay of the Chicago Cubs heading to Cynthia. You do need a lottery ticket, Cynthia. You only had one spot in this break and got one of the memorabilias. Well, 3 teams, but one spot. And we're on to the second pack here. Thanks, T-Man. Jose Abreu of the White Sox, followed by Kyle Lewis of Seattle, Dansby Swanson of Atlanta, Max Fried of Atlanta, followed by Aaron Judge out of 199 of the New York Yankees going to Jack right there. Then we have the Kyle Hendricks out of 99 of the Chicago Cubs going to Cynthia. We have our memorabilia. We'll move those to the slide because first we have the rookie class Hai-Sung Kim of the Padres going to Jack. And then we have a power Yordan Alvarez of the Houston Astros, and that is going to Jack as well. And our last 2 memorabilias, the first one is Ramiel Tapia of the Colorado Rockies going to Jack, and that's a Tools of the Trade non-numbered. And then our last one is going to be out of 25, and that is a Ramiel Tapia Tools of the Trade of the Colorado Rockies going to Jack. Little bit cooler than the one we just pulled. Alrighty. We only had one rookie there, and that's going to be the rookie class Haesung Kim of the Padres going to Jack. And then we'll do our memorabilias. First, our two non-numbered hits. The Ramiel Tapia of the Colorado Rockies and Adbert Alzolay of the Cubs. That's a numbered hit, but sorry about that. Adbert Alzolay of the Cubs is going to Cynthia, and Ramiel Tapia of the Rockies going to Jack. Next up, we have the 5 out of 49 Devi Garcia RC, and the 11 out of 25 Ramiel Tapia Tools of the Trade, and both of those are going to Jack. And there we have it, folks. That is the end of break 893. And we are going to take a 3-minute break, and then we'll be right back from BT Field. We are ready to rock and roll. Rock and roll with this one. And after this, we will do our next keyword giveaway. Our next keyword giveaway will be starting a new movie. Alrighty. Here we go. This is 1064, the 2021 Donruss Elite Division Random. Let's see how many times we're going to randomize it. 7 times. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. We have Mikey with the AFC East, Mr. CEO with the AFC, the rest of the AFC, then the NFC North and NFC West, T-Man with the NFC East, and Robert with the NFC South. And we will get those teams loaded as I get this box open. Boom. We have Joey Bosa of the Chargers, followed by Calvin Ridley of the Falcons, a Marquise Hollywood Brown out of $3.99 of the Ravens going to Mr. CEO. Then we have Devin White of the Buccaneers and John Elway of the Broncos. We have Delvin Cook of the Vikings. Followed by a Tylan Wallace Pen Pals Autos of the Rams. And that is, or of the Ravens. Sorry, I misspoke there. And that is going to Mr. CEO. The Black Ink Tylan Wallace. Followed up by a rookie on deck, Kyle Pitts of the Atlanta Falcons going to Robert. And then Stephon Gilmore of the Patriots and Teddy Bridgewater of the Panthers. We have Joe Montana of the 49ers, followed by Aaron Rodgers of the Packers, a Jared Goff of the Lions, followed by Larry Fitzgerald of the Cardinals, and Jalen Ramsey of the Rams. Alrighty, let's rock and roll. Would love to get that case hit here. I mean, keep trying. I'll have to be posting more breaks. Jamal Adams of the Seahawks, Nick Chubb of the Browns. Then we have a rookie elitist, Zach Wilson of the New York Giants, and that is going to Mikey. Followed by A.J. Brown of the Titans and Barry Sanders of the Lions. We have Brian Dawkins of the Eagles, Julio Jones of the Falcons, a spellbound Randy Moss of the Minnesota Vikings, and that's going to Mr. CEO, followed by Tom Brady of the Patriots and Joe Mixon of the Bengals. We have Justin Herbert of the Chargers, and we're going to have a turn of the Century auto here. But first, I already showed it, so. The turn of the Century auto, and that is Amir Smith-Marset. Amir Smith-Marset of the Minnesota Vikings going to Mr. CEO. Followed up by the ascension of the Browns, and that is going to be going to Mr. CEO, Von Miller of the Broncos and Julian Edelman of the Patriots. We have Matt Ryan of the Falcons, Justin Jefferson of the Vikings, the 2001 throwback Donruss Elite Russell Wilson of the Seattle Seahawks to Mr. CEO, followed up by DJ Moore of the Panthers and Josh Jacobs of the Raiders. Tyler Heineke of the Washington Football Team, Brandon Cooks of Houston, followed by a Julio Jones Elite deck of the Falcons going to Robert. And then we have Marquise Brown of the Ravens and James Robinson of the Jags. We have Travis Kelce of the Kansas City Chiefs, followed by the rookie on deck, Patrick Surtain II of the Denver Broncos, going to Mr. CEO. And we have Derek Carr of the Raiders and Justin Tucker of the Ravens. And then we are going to have the Moxie Aaron Rodgers of the Green Bay Packers going to Mr. CEO. A nice Moxie hit right there. Love these cards. Love that hit. Possibly your future Jeopardy host right there. And we have Nick Bosa of the 49ers, Patrick Mahomes of the Chiefs, a gold Najee Harris of the Steelers. Najee Harris of the Steelers. And that is going to Mr. CEO, followed by Brian Urlacher of the Bears and Saquon Barkley of the Giants. And that is our first non-insert rookie that we've pulled so far today in this pack, or in this box. Stephon Diggs of the Bills, Michael Thomas of the Saints, followed by an out of 99. That is Barry Sanders of the Detroit Lions going to Mr. CEO. And then we have Dan Marino of the Dolphins and Josh Allen of the Bills. Ryan Tannehill of the Titans, DeAndre Swift of the Lions, Dwayne Eskridge of the Seattle Seahawks, and that's going to Mr. CEO, followed by Luke Kuechly of Carolina and Drew Brees of the Saints. Derrick Henry of the Titans, Jared Goff of the Lions, Marquez Stevenson of the Buffalo Bills going to Michael, followed by Henry Ruggs III and Terry Bradshaw. We have George Kittle of San Francisco, Joe Burrow of the Bengals, the Elite 2021 Larry Roundtree III of the Chargers going to Mr. CEO, followed by Mark Brunell of the Jags and Ben Roethlisberger of the Steelers. Mike Gesicki of the Dolphins, Aaron Jones of Green Bay, and then we're going to have out of 24, one of the die cuts, and this is Levi Onwuzurike of the Detroit Lions going to Mr. CEO. And Mr. CEO getting a free mag out of this one due to its shape. Followed by Daniel Jones of the Giants and DeAndre Hopkins of the Cardinals. Quinnen Williams of the Jets, followed by Myles Garrett of the Browns. And then we have a Chuba Hubbard of the Carolina Panthers going to Robert, followed by Matt Stafford of the Rams and Tom Brady of the Buccaneers. We have Jimmy Garoppolo of the 49ers, T. Higgins of the Bengals, the Elite Deck, Khalil Mack of the Bears going to Mr. CEO, followed by Jerry Rice of the 49ers and Jonathan Taylor of the Colts. Michael Strahan of the Giants, followed by Devontae Adams of the Green Bay Packers. And we have a Field Vision, Terry Bradshaw, the Terry Bradshaw Field Vision, and that is going to be 5 out of 10 of the Pittsburgh Steelers going to Mr. CEO. Whew. Nice hit right there. Then we have TJ Watt of the Steelers and Zeke Elliott of the Cowboys to finish that off. And 2 packs left right here in this break. We have Sam Darnold of the Panthers, Khalil Mack of the Chicago Bears, the Elite Company, Devonta Smith of the Philadelphia Eagles. That also has the Atlanta Falcons, Cowboys, and Raiders on it. Mr. CEO has the majority of them, but we still do have to randomize it. Lamar Jackson of the Ravens and Aaron Donald of the Rams. We're on to our last pack in this break. Terry McLaurin of the Washington Football Team, J.J. Watt of the Arizona Cardinals, out of 92, Elijah Moore of the New York Jets going to Mikey. Then we have Juju Smith-Schuster of the Steelers and Dak Prescott of the Cowboys. All right. We are going to randomize this one quickly. And it's going to be between the Falcons, the Cowboys, the Raiders, and the Eagles. And we are going to randomize this one 10 times. And the last one, and it is going to the Raiders, which is Mr. CEO. And then our rookie non-insert rundown, Elijah Moore out of 92 of the New York Jets to Mr. CEO. Chuba Hubbard of the Panthers to Robert. Larry Roundtree III of the Chargers going to Mr. CEO. Marquez Stevenson of the Bills to Michael. Dwayne Eskridge of the Seahawks to Mr. CEO. And Najee Harris of the Steelers to Mr. CEO. And now on to the featured cards. First, we have some of our playing cards. We have the rookie on deck, Kyle Pitts, followed by the elite deck, Khalil Mack, the rookie on deck, Patrick Surtain, and the elite deck, Julio Jones. That Kyle Pitts of the Falcons going to Robert, the Khalil Mack of the Bears to Mr. CEO, Patrick Surtain of the Broncos to Mr. CEO, and Julio Jones of the Falcons to Robert. I do like spicy food. Next up, we have the rookie elitist, Zach Wilson of the New York Jets going to Mikey. And then our 2 rookie autos, and followed by a Moxie Aaron Rodgers. The Tylan Wallace Black Ink Pen Pals of the Baltimore Ravens to Mr. CEO. Amir Smith-Marset of the Minnesota Vikings going to Mr. CEO. And the Moxie Aaron Rodgers going to Mr. CEO. And then we have our Levi on you know, I'm going to screw that up. 17 out of 24 of the Detroit Lions. And then the Field Vision, Terry Bradshaw, 5 out of 10. Right there. Both of those going to Mr. CEO. Nice break for CEO, and that is the end of break 1064. The end of break 1064. And we are gonna get ready to rock, but first we have to do our next keyword. John, are you ready? Yes. And that keyword is going to be missing. Cold Case, no. Gone Girl, no. Blacklist, no. Unsolved Mysteries, no. Harry, good to see ya. Show giveaway guessing has ended. And you know what that means? If the show giveaway guessing has ended, we are going to be moving on to our next break. Wow, what a throwback. A blast from the past. We've had 2 really low numbered breaks here. Here it is. This is break number 650, the Select Hobby Hybrid H2 Division Random. Let's see how many times we're going to see you go. 9 times. 9 times on this random. It was not lost. It'd be a pretty weak keyword if missing led to lost right on the first one. Boom. Done with this one. And look at that. We will be rocking and rolling here in just 1 second. We'll get those teams loaded. We have Chad with the AFC East. Then we have Nolan with the AFC North and with the AFC West. Dave with the AFC South. Mike with the NFC East. Brandon with the NFC North. Mike with the NFC South. And Archer with the NFC West. Alrighty. Forgot how these ones opened. It's been so long. 4 packs, 6 cards per pack. Looking for those exclusive Disco Prisms. We've got Dwayne Haskins of the Washington football team, followed by Jason Moore, RC of the Chargers, going to Nolan. Jameis Winston of the Saints, followed by the Disco field level, Deshaun Watson of the Texans, going to Dave. Then we have Odell Beckham Jr. of the Browns and an Anthony McFarland RC of the Steelers. We have Alvin Kamara of the Saints, the Laviscus Chenault RC of the Jags, followed by Carson Wentz of the Eagles. And then boom, 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 we have a nice disco Clyde Edwards-Helaire, and that's a concourse level Clyde Edwards-Helaire disco prism of the Chiefs going to Nolan. Followed by Jason Witten of the Raiders and a silver J.K. Dobbins of the Ravens going to Nolan. We have Gardner Minshew of the Jags, followed by a C.J. Henderson RC of the Jaguars as well, going to David. Then we have Tom Brady of the Bucks, and it looks like we're going to have a red disco prism. That's going to be out of 49, and that is K.J. Hamler, and that's a 7 out of 49 field level. Nice hit right there of the Broncos to Nolan. Then we got Dak Prescott of the Cowboys and a Joe Thomas field level of the the Cleveland Browns. And we're on to our last pack here. Woo boop! We have the Jordan Love RC. Jordan Love of the Green Bay Packers going to Brandon. Followed up by Kyler Murray of the Cardinals, a Denzel Mims of the Jets. Denzel Mims of the Jets going to Chad. And I think Chad's going to be a little more excited because here you go. Out of 25, the Blue Disco Prism, the Premier Level Tua. And that is 2 out of 25. 2 out of 25 right there. And that is the Premier Level. And I'm just trying to see if we're going to have, if I should mag that, and I should mag that. What a mag-tastic day it's been. We weren't going to run through the mags at the end of the show, but now we got it. We've pulled way too many to not be able to do that. Then we have Brandon Ayuk of the 49ers and T. Higgins of the Bengals. All in all, not a bad box. Not a bad box at all. Our rookie rundown. T. Higgins, silver of the Bengals, going to Nolan. The Brandon Ayuk of the 49ers to Arthur. Denzel Mims of the Jets to Chad. The red KJ Hamler out of 49 going to Nolan. CJ Henderson of the Jaguars to Dave. The silver J.K. Dobbins of the Ravens to Nolan. The disco Clyde Edwards-Helaire of the Chiefs to Nolan. Laviscus Chenault of the Jaguars to David. Anthony McFarland of the Steelers to Nolan. And Jason Moore of the Chargers to Nolan. And then our featured rookies. We have the Jordan Love of the Green Bay Packers going to Brandon. And then, not our first Mag Tua of the evening, it's our second. This is 2 out of 25. The 2 out of 25 Tua, the Blue Disco Premier Level. Woo! And that's going to Chad. And that is the end of break 650. The end of break 650 right there. Nice break it was. And folks, type missing in the chat. We will run our next we'll pull a giveaway here for y'all. Missing. All right, we'll start the countdown at 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1.
It is Adam V.
And Adam V getting the Topps Heritage Baseball. Then we have Austin Riley of the Braves, Archie Bradley of the Reds, Alex Verdugo of the Red Sox, Brad Keller of the Royals, Chris Bubik of the Athletics, followed by Shane Bieber of Cleveland, Ryan Braun of the Brewers, Bo Bichette of the Blue Jays, and Mike Trout of the Angels. Nice pack for Adam right there. And of course I threw out the actual pack itself, which we do like to send with the giveaways. There it is. Nope. I'll have to find that after, John. Sorry about that.
Okay.
Alrighty. But what that means is we are on to our last break of the day. I agree, T-Man. This was by far the best weekday show we've had yet, both in terms of the stuff we've pulled and the number of breaks. And here we go, the last break of the day. This is the 1065, the 2021 Donruss Elite Team Random. And that has 7 times. 7 times on that randomization. Boom. And what we will do, we'll get these teams loaded. We've got the teams loaded. We will let it run through once. As we do that, I will start getting this one open. Adam, that giveaway might be coming without the actual pack itself. I don't know. Oh, there it is. Found it. There you go, John. Alrighty. We have Brett Favre of the Packers, followed by Darius Leonard of the Colts. And then we're going to have a Stephon Gilmore out of 399 of the Patriots going to T-Man, followed up by Chase Young of the Washington Football Team and Joe Namath of the Jets. We have Russell Wilson of the Seahawks, CeeDee Lamb of the Cowboys. Then we have a full throttle Justin Jefferson of the Minnesota Vikings going to T-Man. Followed up by David Montgomery of the Bears and Keenan Allen of the Chargers. We have Jalen Hurts of the Eagles, followed by DJ Chark of the Jaguars. A Donruss Elite 2001 throwback, TJ Watt of the Pittsburgh Steelers going to T-Man, followed by Kyler Murray of the Cardinals and Randy Moss of the Vikings. We have Rob Gronkowski, followed by an Elite deck, Terry McLaurin of the Washington Football Team. Still seems a bit much to put him on an Elite deck, but I guess you don't have to be Elite to be on that deck. Ryan Tannehill of the Titans and DeAndre Swift of the Lions. And then we're going to have a memorabilia, and this is going to be going to Adam, and that is a Spark Plugs CeeDee Lamb. Thanks, John. We have Drew Lock of the Broncos, Tua of the Miami Dolphins, an Odafe Owe out of 25 for the Baltimore Ravens going to Steven. Nice hit right there. Then we have Jimmy Garoppolo of the 49ers and T. Higgins of the Bengals. We have Luke Kuechly of the Panthers, Drew Brees of the Saints, Nick Bolton of the Kansas City Chiefs going to Lucas, followed by Michael Strahan of the Giants and Devontae Adams of the Packers. We have Ben Roethlisberger of the Steelers, followed by Daniel Jones of the Giants, Trey Sermon, RC of the San Francisco 49ers going to Lucas, followed by Aaron Jones of Green Bay and Quinnen Williams of the Jets. We have DeAndre Hopkins of the Cardinals, Matt Stafford of the Rams, a rookie elitist Trey Lance of the San Francisco 49ers going to Lucas. Followed up by Myles Garrett of the Browns and Justin Herbert of the Chargers. We have Tom Brady of the Buccaneers, Von Miller of the Broncos, and folks, I think we might have our case hit. We have Matt Ryan of the Falcons, Justin Jefferson of the Minnesota Vikings, and we do. Some would say this case hit comes from one of the best running backs of all time. From the Motor City, going to Haley, it is Barry Sanders. Barry Sanders in Playmakers. Woo! Nice hit right there. Nice hit right there for Haley. Julian Edelman of the Patriots, DJ Moore of the Panthers, the Elite Deck DK Metcalf of the Seattle Seahawks going to T-Man, followed by Taylor Heineke of the Washington Football Team and Brandon Cooks of Houston. We have Dak Prescott of the Cowboys, Dan Marino of the Dolphins, Ascension Tom Brady of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Baker Mayfield of the Browns, and Miles Sanders of the Eagles. And just some more information on that Playmakers. That is going to be a 1 of 1. 1 of 1. That is the black Playmakers, and that's 1 of 1. I don't see the actual number on it, but that is what the checklist is telling me. Josh Allen of the Bills, Alvin Kamara of the Saints, Javonte Williams of the Broncos. That is going to be going to Adam, followed by Trey White of the Bills and Tyreek Hill of Kansas City. We have Josh Jacobs of the Raiders, Marquise Brown of the Ravens, Dwame Brown of the Washington football team out of 393 going to Greg, followed by Nick Bosa of the 49ers and Patrick Mahomes of the Chiefs. We have James Robinson of the Jaguars. We're going to have a redemption, and that is a Pen Pals Anthony Schwartz. Anthony Schwartz of the Cleveland Browns, and that's going to T-Man. Blue Ink Pen Pals Anthony Schwartz, T-Man's second redemption of the day. And then we have Jamar Chase of the Bengals with Jarvis Landry, Odell Beckham of the Browns, and then Justin Jefferson of the Vikings. So we are going to be randomizing that one. Followed up by Joe Montana of the 49ers and Aaron Rodgers of the Packers. We have Brian Urlacher of the Bears, Saquon Barkley of the Giants, a Kenneth Gainwell of the Eagles going to Jonathan, followed by Jamal Adams of the Seahawks and Nick Chubb of the Browns. We have Larry Fitzgerald of the Cardinals, Jalen Ramsey of the Rams, the star status out of 75, Russell Wilson of the Seattle Seahawks, and that is going to T-Man, followed by Brian Dawkins of the Eagles and Julio Jones of the Falcons. A.J. Brown of the Titans, Barry Sanders of the Lions, Dwame Brown of the Washington football team out of 49 going to Greg. Then we have Travis Kelce of the Chiefs and Terry McLaurin of the Washington football team. 3 packs left in this break. We have Tom Brady of the Patriots, Joe Mixon of the Bengals, Penei Sewell out of 99 of the Detroit Lions going to Haley, followed by J.J. Watt of the Cardinals and Stephon Diggs of the Bills. We have Derek Carr of the Raiders, and then boom! Boom, boom, boom! The turn of the century auto of the Jacksonville Jaguars going to T-Man. Frank Gifford of the Giants and Michael Thomas of the Saints. Sorry, I got so excited that I couldn't control myself right there. You'd have to trade me Cam Akers the person for that. Justin Tucker of the Ravens, Juju Smith-Schuster of the Steelers, Travis Etienne of the 2001 Donruss Ali of the Jaguars, Peyton Manning of the Colts, and DK Metcalf of the Seahawks. At least like a portion of his future earnings. Or just he's my new best friend. Alrighty. We will randomize this. This is going to be 1065's randomization of this little Jamar Chase. So it's going to be between the Bengals, the Browns, and the Vikings. We're going to randomize it 5 times. And it is going to the Bengals, and that is going to be going to Lucas. And now let's run down these rookies. The 2001 throwback, Travis Etienne of the Jags to T-Man. That's going to be one of the featured cards. Then we have the Penei Sewell out of 99 of the Detroit Lions going to Haley. Kenneth Gainwell of the Eagles going to Jonathan. Dwame Brown of the Washington football team going to Gregory. Javonte Williams of the Broncos to Adam. Trey Sermon of the 49ers to Lucas. And Nick Bolton of the Chiefs going to Lucas. And now on to the featured cards. We have 2 elite decks. First, the Terry McLaurin of the Washington football team, and then DK Metcalf of the Seattle Seahawks, and then we have Jalen Phillips of the Miami Dolphins. Nice hits right there. And that's just the start. Then we've got some nice low-numbered rookies. We have the Dwame Brown out of 49 and the Odafe Owe out of 25. The Ravens going to Steven, and Dwame of the Washington football team going to Gregory. Then we have a low-numbered vet. It's star status Russell Wilson of the Seahawks going to T-Man. Followed up by the rookie elitist Trey Lance of the 49ers going to Lucas. And then we have the Spark Plug CD Lamb and the Pen Pals Blue Ink Redemption Anthony Schwartz. CD Lamb going to Adam, and Anthony Schwartz of the Cleveland Browns going to T-Man. Then we have the 7 out of 25 turn of the century Trevor Lawrence. Woo-wee! And then, not to be outdone, we have the 1 of 1, the case hit from the Motor City. It is Barry Sanders in Playmakers. What a day. And that's the end of 1065. Possibly one of the best boxes I've opened in my entire career here at BreakTraders. And that is the end of our show, but that means you know what time is it. And what time is that? It is the Magtastic Rundown. So let's do these. We've got a lot. From our Select Hybrid Hobby H2 box, we have the Tua out of 25. Number 2 out of 25 right there. Then from an earlier Donruss Elite box, we have the Field Vision Terry Bradshaw 5 out of 10 and Levi of the Lions out of 24. Then out of our Prism Hobby, we have the 1 of 5 Jarrett Culver of the Minnesota Timberwolves. The 1 of 5 hit right there. And then from our Mosaic football, we have the Tua out of 99 of the blue Mosaic, and then the red Mosaic, Justin Herbert. Then we have the LaMelo Ball base from our Prism Fast Break earlier in the night. And then we have the Gregory Rousseau from our Donruss Elite, the first break of the day. And then we have the 2 big hitters to end the day. We have the Trevor Lawrence 7 out of 25 turn of the century auto. And then the Barry Sanders in Playmakers of the Detroit Lions. That is a case hit for Donruss Elite. And that is 1 of 1. And there we have it, folks. That is the end of Tuesday's show. We will see you tomorrow night at 6 p.m., Thursday at noon, and then Friday night at 7:30 for the Clearly Donruss 2020-21 basketball hobby release party. We look forward to seeing you. Thank you so much to John, who's the only other person than me in here today. We're running a tighter ship today for this big Tuesday of breaks. We can't wait to see you, and thank you so much for breaking with us. Have a great day.